You will never be rich until you understand this. True prosperity doesn't begin in your wallet, it begins in your mind. All the results we reap in the outer world are mere reflections of what we cultivate internally. Napoleon Hill understood this principle like few others. He spent more than 2 decades studying the richest and most successful men of his time and came to a clear conclusion. Success is built, not inherited. It's not a matter of luck, but of mindset, discipline, and continuous action. You may be at rock bottom today without money, support, or any clear perspective. But if a new vision arises within you, an unshakable purpose, and a willingness to act, nothing can stop you from transforming your reality. Thought is the seed of wealth. Everything around you once started as an idea. Someone imagined it, believed in it, and worked until it became real. If you don't believe in the power of an idea, look at the world's greatest empires. They all began with a simple decision to do something different. Napoleon Hill said, "Whatever the mind of man can conceive and believe, it can achieve." And that's not just a nice quote, it's an unchanging principle. When you understand this, life changes. You stop waiting for someone to save you. You stop blaming the government, your family, school, or your past. You take the wheel of your life and begin driving toward the destination you chose. But this path requires courage, because the world is full of people who will try to convince you it's impossible. They'll project their own limitations onto you. They'll mock your dreams, dismiss your efforts, and tell you you're wasting your time. Don't listen. The most important voice is the one inside you. And if that voice says it's possible, then go for it. Don't stop. Fight for what you know you were born to become. Because the mind is like a garden. If you don't plant flowers, weeds will grow. Negative thoughts, limiting beliefs, fears, insecurity. But if you begin to plant ideas of abundance, faith, courage, and determination, your mind will become fertile ground for prosperity. Discipline is the foundation of that construction. Napoleon Hill talks about the importance of a definite purpose, a plan of action, and the persistence to follow through even when everything seems to go wrong. And yes, things will go wrong. There will be moments of doubt, fatigue, and frustration. But it's in those moments that the true winner is revealed. It's not hard to move forward when everything is going well. The challenge is to keep going when nothing is working. That's where you stand out. When you persist, improve, learn from your mistakes, and come back stronger, you're forging a new identity. The identity of someone who doesn't give up, someone who doesn't negotiate with mediocrity, someone who has decided to win no matter the cost. Prosperity isn't just about money, it's about mindset. A truly wealthy person is rich in thought, rich in attitude, rich in habits. They understand that money is merely a consequence of how they think and act. It's not about accumulating possessions, but about living with purpose, with enthusiasm, with a sense of mission. Money should be a servant, not a master. And you only achieve that kind of freedom when you master yourself. That's why self-knowledge is essential. You need to know who you are, what you want, why you want it, and what you're willing to do to get there. That's clarity. And clarity is power. Napoleon Hill also spoke about the power of faith, not religious faith, but rational faith built through the repetition of positive thoughts and the visualization of the desired future. When you believe with intensity that something is going to happen, you start acting as if it were already real. And that attitude changes everything. Your posture shifts, your energy shifts, your words shift, and the universe responds to that vibration. The right people show up, opportunities arise, ideas align, not because it's magic, but because you left passivity behind and took control of your destiny. The world is shaped by people who believe in themselves, and don't be fooled, you will fail. You'll make mistakes, fall down, and feel lost. But that's part of the process. Failure isn't the entity's rehearsal for success. Every mistake comes with a lesson. Every stumble strengthens your emotional muscles. The wealthiest men in the world failed many times before they got it right. What sets them apart isn't a lack of mistakes, but how they handle them. They learn, adjust, and move on. That's what you need to do. Don't get discouraged when things don't go as planned. Use that as fuel. Turn every difficulty into strength, because prosperity belongs to those who never quit. Another essential point in Napoleon Hill's teachings is the influence of your environment. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. If you're surrounded by negative people always complaining, self-sabotaging, and giving up on their dreams, that will infect you. But if you surround yourself with people who inspire you, lift you up, who remind you of your potential, you'll become a better person. Choose wisely who's by your side. Protect your energy like a precious asset, because it is. And remember, you attract what you are, not what you want. So instead of just wishing for prosperity, become a prosperous person in thought, attitude, and spirit. Act like someone prosperous. Think like someone prosperous. Speak like someone prosperous. And the world will start responding to you differently. You will be seen, heard, and respected. And that is the beginning of a new reality. The journey isn't easy, but it is possible. Every step is worth it. Every effort will be rewarded. The secret is consistency. It's no use planting a seed today and giving up tomorrow. You have to water it every day. Feed your mind with good thoughts. Nourish your spirit with hope. Train your body, strengthen your discipline, and act always Act, because thought is powerful, but without action, it dies. The universe respects those who act. It respects those who decide. And that's what you're doing now. You're deciding to build a new life. You can be, do, and have everything you want. Not because someone will give it to you, but because you'll build it with effort, with focus, with consistency, and with faith. Prosperity starts now, inside you, and no one can stop you except yourself.